Good day viewers and welcome to TechMag TV News. My name is Stephanie Truja and these are your news headlines. RBZ lifts the ban on bank lending. ZANU-PF officials question Mnangagwa's pedigree ahead of the 2023 general elections. Government deducts incapacitated teachers' salaries. Government reintroduces fuel blending but refuses to cut tax. And now in our top local story, the Zimbabwean government has lifted the ban on bank lending after more than a week ago it froze these proceedings as a move meant to stop the devaluation of the local currency. The Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe said at the time it had started investigating unnamed speculators of taking out Zimbabwean dollar loans to purchase foreign currency on the black market, driving the local currency's value lower. Zimbabwe reintroduced its currency in 2019, a decade after abandoning it in favor of foreign currencies, mainly the United States dollar. Since its return, the local currency's value has declined from around 2.5 to the US dollar in 2019 to 285 against the greenback on the interbank market. It trades much weaker, around 400 to the US dollar on a thriving black market. The lending freeze did slow the Zimbabwean dollar slide on the black market, although it had a little impact on the official rate. And now in our other local stories, some ZANU-PF officials are questioning their President Emmerson Mnangagwa's pedigree now to run towards ZANU-PF winning the 2023 general elections. Mnangagwa, whose endorsement as the party's presidential candidate is said to be reaffirmed at ZANU-PF's Congress in October, will square up against the seemingly formidable rival Citizens Coalition for Change (CCC) candidate Nelson Chamisa for the second time. They clashed in 2018 in a poll that was so disputed it had to be settled at the Constitutional Court, which upheld Mnangagwa's wafer-thin victory over Chamisa. But since then, Mnangagwa's tenure has been replete with legitimacy questions, external and internal. For instance, a ZANU-PF member, Sabeth Mzengezi, is suing Mnangagwa's legitimacy at the High Court. Previous press reports have also just suggested that senior ZANU-PF officials are worried about the party's capacity to win the election because of a debilitating economic crisis, which they fear has alienated the party from voters. Senior ZANU-PF executives told NewZimbabwe.com off the record yesterday on Wednesday that the fear of an election defeat was growing with each passing day as the economy further nosedives. The 2023 elections will be held against the background of a weakening local currency, which has resulted in prices of goods and services rocketing over the past few weeks. Chino Timba, the Buera South legislator, was captured in a video accusing the president of having imposed a candidate to contest against him ahead of the party's Congress. ZANU-PF has since independence enjoyed support in rural areas, which is widely a result of state-sponsored violence. Effort to get a comment from ZANU-PF spokesperson Chris Mutsangwa were fruitless as calls on his mobile phone went unanswered. The government has deducted from the salaries of teachers who were not present in February as a part of their no work, no pay policy. Thousands of teachers failed to report for duty for the first 2 weeks after schools reopened on the 7th of February, citing incapacitation. Public Service Commission Permanent Secretary Jonathan Watuwanashe confirmed the deductions. Zimbabwe's Teachers Association Chief Executive Officer Sifiso Ndlovu said that the PSC deducted between 11,000 and 17,000 from the teachers. Cabinet has adopted resumption of petrol blending at E10 from April the 21st, 2022, which has reduced the pump price of petrol by 0.04 per litre. The blending will be going up to E20 by end of May 2022, which will lead to a higher reduction in the price of petrol by 0.0 cent per litre. However, the government of Zimbabwe has not reviewed its taxing regime, which is currently costing more than 70 cents per litre, transferring the burden to the client. The senator said the move was meant to cushion motorists from the sharp increase in fuel prices caused by the instability caused by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, resulting in uncertainty in fuel supplies. Energy and Power Development Minister Zemusora echoed the same sentiment, with the senator saying blending at E10 has reduced the pumping prices of petrol by $4 per cent liters, while the move to blend E20 would further reduce the price by $7 per liter. And now in our regional news, the Mozambican government has declared a polio outbreak and has said that it is linked to Pakistan. Health authorities in Mozambique declared a polio outbreak in the country. The declaration on Wednesday, May the 18th, follows the confirmation of a child in the country's northeastern Tete province who got paralyzed by the disease, according to the World Health Organization. The case in Mozambique is the second important case of polio in southern Africa this year, following a case discovered in Malawi in mid-February. It is the first case of wild polio in Mozambique since 1992, although cases linked to a mutated virus from the oral vaccine were detected in 2019. Sequencing indicates that the cases in Mozambique is linked to a strain of polio spreading in Pakistan in 2019, similar to the case reported in Malawi earlier this year, who declared Africa free of the wild polio virus in August 2020, even though numerous countries across the continent have reported outbreaks linked to the vaccine in recent years. There is no difference between the disease caused by the wild virus or the mutated virus from the vaccine. In a response to the case in neighboring Malawi, Mozambique recently carried out 2 mass vaccination campaigns in which 4.2 million children were vaccinated against the disease, said WHO. And now in our other regional news, African oil producers are urging investments to boost oil production. The African's main oil producers and exporters are meeting in Luanda, Angola's capital, to discuss the way forward. They are seeking solutions to increase investment in the oil sector and the energy transition. The lack of investment in Africa's oil and gas sector over the past few years has led to a sharp decline in production. With the sanctions on Russian energy, OPEC and its allies have set a target to meet a larger share of the global market. In March, Angola and Nigeria, according to OPEC, data, accounted for almost half of the deficit in oil supply to the global market. And now, in our international news, North Korea has sent cargo planes to China as the country is trying to fight off its recent pandemic. The 3 North Korean cargo planes flew to China as a way to try and combat the fast-spreading outbreak coronavirus pandemic. This is according to a Southern Korea government official with the knowledge of the matter. The planes traveled to Toixin International Airport in Shenyang, in China's northeastern Liaoning province, the official said. It's unknown what the planes were carrying, but the red trip came after China pledged to help North Korea with its COVID outbreak, which experts have warned could cause a major humanitarian crisis in the isolated and impoverished nation. North Korea officially confirmed its first ever COVID cases last week. It has not previously acknowledged any cases and has kept its borders tightly shut since January 2020. Since May 12, North Korea has reportedly nearly 2 million fever cases, with state media calling it a major national emergency and authorities scrambling to respond. All cities have been placed under lockdown, and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has mobilized the military to help secure the supply of medicine in the capital, Pyongyang. After the first cases were announced, China said it was ready to provide full support as North Korea's comrades, neighbors, and friends. The 2 countries have a fine tradition of mutual assistance, said the spokesperson from China's foreign ministry. And now, in our technology news, the country's largest mobile network operator, Econet, has said it will be reviewing some of its prices, which will be including data, voice, and SMS packages this coming week. To access voice and data bundles, customers should still be dialing *143#, and to access SMS bundles, customers should dial *140# or visit the Econet website for more details. All other prices, however, remain unchanged. Usually, other mobile operators, Net1 and Telecel included, review their prices shortly before or after Econet has reviewed its own prices. This has been TechMag TV News. Thank you for watching. Please share, like and subscribe as we keep bringing you more top stories. We'll see you next time.